Top 10 things what old Star Stable plays like that Star Stable will change. Recently, Star Stable has gotten a lot of hate. Some for a good reason and some for nonsense. But in this video we will not look at the negative things, we will focus on the good things. Horse trailer. Nowadays when you have to use the trailer on Star Stable, it costs 25 Jorvik shillings. But believe or not, years back it used to cost 100 Jorvik shillings. If you wanted to use trailer for training years back, for example 6 times per day, it would have cost 600 only for traveling. Pets. One small but super happy thing was when the pets could walk themselves. For example, years back when you wanted to buy a pet, it was only being in a bag, so it could not, for example, fly or run. Not to have even mentioned that was a bit boring and it didn't show off so well. For example, a lot of players doesn't really stare what's in the other player's bag. So it's super nice that nowadays you can run with your body. Championships. Nowadays when you just take part of championship, you get 200 Jorvik shillings. Before that was only 20 or 25 Jorvik shillings, so it's obvious it was not for the money. This is super good because when you take part of championships, you usually wait over 10 minutes at least. So it was really not worth it if you were not sure if you have a chance to win. But nowadays it doesn't matter because 200 is a nice amount of Jorvik shillings. Better looking tags. This was obvious apart taking this video, but it needs to be mentioned. Finally, what players were waiting for years was to get different looking tags. For example, now we have a dresser saddle, show jumping saddle, and different styles of bridles. A lot of, can we say, baroque tag. This is something a lot of players are happy for. Roseman. This is also a small thing, but a lot of players were just waiting for this for years. Roseman was only option for the fjord horse years back, but nowadays a lot of new breeds can have it. This is super nice option because a lot of people like Rosemans. Snow came back. When the first snow disappeared on Jorvik, a lot of players were wanting it back. Every Christmas the comments were full of get the snow back comments, but now Star Stable finally got it back. And what is nice, they put it back for a second month just because players liked it so much. More place to transport. When first the transport became way easier, you didn't have to use balloons or boats anymore. I felt like it became too easy and a bit non-realistic. But now when I think about it, it saves a lot of time. Now when I'm used to it, I don't wanna lose it anymore. Special animations on horses. Everyone remembers the hype when the first Iceland horses came out. Everyone was just holding around when the Iceland horses were available. What is super nice of Star Stable is that they release new animations on horses when they come out nowadays. For example, laying down, dressage moves, that's special breed gates, everything you just can think. And that is super nice little thing to add in the game. The stable. The older players remember the stable before the stable we have now, and that was simply just boring. It was looking so crappy, small, there was only a couple of pens, and almost all the time you had to send some horse away to get a little small pace. But nowadays we have a big, nice looking stable. No more expensive horse island. This is something what new players will never feel. The pain. When always you had to have a new horse, you had to send a horse away to an island. But it was not just that, it was super expensive. So you always had to have enough Jorvik shillings if you wanted to buy a new horse, because you always had to send someone away because the stable just simply were so small. The happy thing about it was that when you got the horse back, it was always in happy mood, and in this way it was a small life hack to get a happy horse. But it is still something I don't want back. If you want to support my content, you're always free to subscribe. It is a small fasting for you, but it helps me a lot of. I hope everyone is feeling well, and we will see in the next video, so bye bye!